Good morning, children. Welcome to our next class. In last class, you learned about the water evaporation, condensation, and how wind is helping for evaporation. And in today's class, we are going to see about how evaporation and condensation continuously goes on in the nature. How they are helping us, we are going to learn in today's class. So before starting our class, you read the spellings of precipitation, P-R-E-C-I, preci, P-I-P, precipi, T-A-T-I-O-N, precipitation, H-A-I-L, hail, M-I-S-T, mist. Learn these spellings well, children. While writing your worksheet, you can use these words. Now, before understanding your content, you should answer some question as activity. Take your notebook and write these answers which questions I'm asking you. From where does we get the water? What is the main source of water? Yes, of course, you know, before classes also we discussed, rain is the main source of water. Then where does this rainwater goes? After raining, where does that water goes? How this rain is falling? So these all you are going to learn in today's class. So where does that rainwater goes? Give answers in your notebook as activity. And how does the rain fall again on earth? You will learn in today's class. You know the meaning of evaporation as you learned in yesterday's class? Yes, when the water changes into vapors, the liquid state of water change into gaseous state of steam or vapors known as evaporation. So the same evaporation is going on in the nature with the help of sunlight. Sunlight is powerful, it sends sun rays. Because of sun's heat, the water gets evaporated. It changes into vapors. So this process is known as evaporation. It's going on continuously around us. So these vapors goes up. After going up, they'll find these hot vapors will become into condensed form. You learn that condensation meaning when the vapors again turn back into water. The gaseous state when it comes back into water, that's known as condensation. In the same way, when hot air raises up, hot air always raises up. So when the evaporation takes place, hot air, that means the vapors or the steam is coming up. So this hot vapors goes up and touch to the cool clouds. When it touch to the cool air, then it condenses and form the clouds. When the hot vapors, when they touch with the cool air, they are condensing. That means the condensation process taking place and they turn into the form of clouds. So from these clouds, they precipitate and droplets of water they form. Finally, these drops of water fall on earth in the form of rain. So this way, the rain is falling on earth. So this rainwater again goes to the water sources. Some rainwater is absorbed by earth and change into like underground water. Some water moves on with the surface sources. Again, from the surface sources like from rivers, seas and all, water gets evaporated due to sun's heat and the hot vapors rises up. When they touch with cool air, they condense and form the clouds. From the clouds, by the precipitation process, when they touch to the cool air, the droplets, small droplets of water fall, and this is as we call it as rain. When the rainwater fall on earth, again going to the sources of water. So it's a cyclic process. Continuously, this process is going on in this nature. That's why it's only known as the water cycle. It's going on in the form of cycle. That's why we are calling it as water cycle. So a continuous evaporation and condensation process known as water cycle. Or else in an easy way you can also say a journey of water from land to sky and again sky to land through clouds and with the help of sunlight is only known as water cycle. So now you should explain this water cycle in your own words. What you understood from this cycle. That's what he is asking in the worksheet. Now after the rainfall, how much rain has fallen in your area? To measure that, we are using a rain gauge. In newspapers and televisions, you can see the amount of rain fallen in that particular city. They'll give the updates. News updates, they'll tell us how much rain fallen in that particular area. So how they are measuring? They'll use the rain gauge to measure the rain fallen in that particular area. Or else on this bottle outside, you write the numbers like this, how it is mentioned, how it will be in your scale with 5 centimeters, with 5 dots in the middle. Like this, you give the measurement from right from 1 to 50, 40, any number you can write. And just arrange this bottle outside when it is raining. And after the complete rain goes, then you take this rain gauge, your homemade rain gauge, and find out up to which level the water fallen. So based on this, we can say how much amount of rainwater, rain fallen in our area. Like this, here it's indicating up to the 20 centimeters of water is available. That means 20 centimeters of water rain fallen in this area. So this is the rain gauge which we are using to measure the. So take your volume book. Take your volume book and come to page 43. Your S3. Here he did not mention any S4 for block 16. This is the last exercise, last worksheet in your block 16. So he is asking you, he has given a paragraph about water cycle nicely you read this paragraph twice, thrice, and understand each and every word given in the water cycle, and that compare with your teacher's explanation, how far you understood, check your understanding by answering the fill-ups and the question given below. So he is asking you the first fill in the blank, just I'll help you out. The remaining all you are going to write. The dash heats the ocean. So in the ocean, what will be? Water is present. So that water gets heated up by sunlight. So you are supposed to write sunlight in the given blank. In the same way, the remaining fill in the blanks are based on the water cycle. You try to fill up all these blanks, and whether your answers are right or wrong, we'll discuss in the online class. And below the second question is, write about the journey of a drop of water. That means how the water cycle form, whatever I explained you just now, and put it on the paper by your own words. Okay, children? So your today's homework is draw the water cycle and neatly label it. And draw a rain gauge or prepare your own model of rain gauge and use it and find out how much rain fallen in your area if it rains. Okay, thank you, children.